What's everybody doing? It's your girl, That Witch Dani, just chilling in the cave. It's a very boring Friday night for me. I am, well, not that this part's boring. I mean, this part's cool, but I'm just anointing candles and making spell candles and stuff for all of the events I have coming up and my website launch. So I'm like, I'm gonna check in and see what everybody's doing. Hopefully y'all are having way more fun than me. But either way, let me know what you're up to, where you're at. While I sit here and make spell candles. I'm making new moon ones, full moon ones, money spell, yeah, love, protection, a return to sender, and a, like, call back my energy, you know, take my power back kind of cord cutting candle too. That one's probably my favorite. I love doing that one. Hi, Mom. I'm not doing anything exciting. I was just checking in to see how everyone was doing because I've been feeling really off and weird today. And I'm just sitting here making spell candles. I have an event tomorrow. And I was like, I'm going to check in and see how everyone's doing. But that's it. But if you're here, check in, say hello, let me know where you're from or what you're doing. I'm making new moon candles right now, and I put labradorite and carnelian and rainbow moonstone crystal chips in these, and I anointed them, and I'm doing the spells on them too. I think they're going to be pretty powerful. Hey, what's going on? You're going to grow a fan base now, Mom. They recognized your name. Unless you heard me say, hi, man. You want a full moon or a new moon candle? The full moon is when we release. The new moon is when we draw in. So new moon candles are for like intention setting and like drawing things in. You know, like manifesting. And full moon is for letting go, releasing, whatever you need to, you know. Because you gotta release at the full so you can draw in the new, right? See, you will be famous, Mom. It's coming. You just wait. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, so let me know which one you mean, full moon or new moon. This is almost a complete new moon candle, but I still have to put I tie little cards on with a ribbon and put like the spell and stuff on there, so it still needs that. But otherwise, it's anointed. It's got its crystals and herbs already inside. I know I did. I know, I was just saying because you recognized the name. That's how it all starts, and then she's gonna be famous. That's all. That's all I meant, I swear. Okay. So, everybody's just home chilling on Friday night? Hey, how's it going? It would be good to have both. Yes, I would suggest that. Yes, it would not be a bad thing. That's for sure. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. How's everybody? I have an event outside tomorrow, and the weather here is supposed to be awful and cold, so that's not fun. Not looking forward to being cold or wet and potentially because there's like some rain too that might come by. Nice. That sounds like fun. On a Friday. Pizza and ukulele playing. Why not? So I put labradorite crystal chips, rainbow moonstone crystal chips, and carnelian crystal chips. And I put a little lucky herb blend that helps you manifest and draw in. And my like oil blend too. It's a blend of a few different things, but I can't tell you what those are because they're my secret witchy magic recipe from my book of shadows. So it smells amazing though. I wish you guys could smell it. Just pretend. It's good. It's really good. It's the best blend I think I've ever made, except for my energy spray, which has always been my best seller. Always. Okay, another one down. Yeah. Okay, the lighting in the Babe Cave is the worst, and I can't tell what color candle this is. Is this black or is this green? Because that will definitely change the spell. It's green. So, green I need different herbs and a different oil for, because that's a money spell. So maybe I won't do this one right now. I can do full moon. Oh, are there any black ones in here? Hello? No. Dang. That's annoying. Well, yeah. Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. It's just tradition to keep those things a secret, you know what I mean? That's all. It's like old school, you know, magic superstitions and things. Well, but I mean, it wasn't always a superstition. It started out that way because you had to practice your craft in secret or you'd be hung or burned alive. So, like the Colonel Chicken? What? Okay. So before I use any of these crystals, I always Reiki them too, so they all have Reiki. And then I Reiki the candle just to put a little extra like magic energy in it. Oh, you're saying my recipe is like Colonel's chicken. I get it now. I am off today. I'm not right. How have you guys been? Has anybody been feeling like weird or, I don't know, weird? Because like, I don't know. I've been off all day. I have not left the Babe Cave the entire day, which is nothing like me. I'm always out running around doing a million things. Like, I have felt like I have no energy. I haven't felt great. My stomach's been kind of upset. Like, I don't know. Anybody else? I think it's ascension symptoms, so that's why I'm asking. If y'all are feeling like that too. Yeah, no. Tired, headache, sinus pressure. Yeah, I've heard a lot of headaches today, too. Physically just not been fantastic. Yeah, I mean, inspired's good. And that's kind of normal right now because it's Aries season and Neptune just went into Aries on the 30th. And today was like there's a big, like, one that happened, astrological transit. So Saturn, which is in Pisces, made like a sextile to Uranus, which is in Taurus. And that's a very strong placement, and it hasn't happened before in our lifetime, like no one that's alive today. And at some point tonight, which it must have happened already, it's 11:45, Mars also made a trine to Saturn in Pisces, and Mars is in Cancer for right now, but it's about to go into Leo, I think on the 18th or something. So it's a big one. Caffeine withdrawal. That's awful. You're a Pisces? There's a lot of Piscean energy astrologically this year. Throughout all of 2025, actually. The whole, like, energy of this year is, like, fire and water. Which is why there's been so many earthquakes. There's no planets in earth signs. So the earth's unstable when that happens. But it's all meant to be. The earth's meant to shift, and the landscape of the earth is meant to change. I mean, I have coffee every day. I don't even want to know what I would be like if I didn't. Then that is for reals. You're an asparagus. I'm gonna guess that means an Aquarius. I'm your axis. I'm a Leo sun, Capricorn moon, Libra rising, Libra, Jupiter, Saturn, and Pluto too. Venus, Virgo. I can keep going. My Mars is in Cancer. My Mercury's in Leo. My Uranus is Scorpio. My Neptune is Sagittarius. What about everybody else? Do you guys know your full charts? If you don't know your full charts, they need to be done immediately. It's free to have it done, so you should totally have it done. Oh, you're a Capricorn. You're just messing with me. Well, I'm a Capricorn moon, so we still have that tie. Did you guys know that when you watch my zodiac, like, sign specific videos, you're really supposed to watch your rising sign? Because it's more of who you are than, like, any of your other placements, your, like, personality in the world. But I think the best thing to do is to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign. just because like you get a more clearer picture of every energy that, you know, is coming in for you. Different, might be like different facets of your life, you know. Yeah, you're all Virgo. Nothing but Virgo, right? We have, is it 4 placements in Virgo? If anybody wants theirs done and you don't have it done, you do need to know what time you were born. But you can literally just just Google like Cafe Astrology, like C-A-F-E, Cafe Astrology, birth chart, and hit Google. Hit search. And it'll hit Google, like hit it right in the face. And it'll take you to this little like page to put your name, your date of birth, time of birth, city of birth, and then it'll give you a full detailed chart and a full report of like all of your placements and what they mean for you, you know, like the traits you're likely to have because of them, stuff like that. It's pretty rad. Divination candle, sorry. Virgo sun, moon, rising. Capricorn north node, Cancer, Venus. Venus in Cancer. It's an emo placement. I still handwrite all these because I feel like it helps like my magic stay on these candles for my clients. I don't know. I just think it's more personal. Like I have printed ones that I attach to them, but like with ribbon. But I don't know. I feel some kind of way about them having my handwriting. It's like on it and it's just more personal. Is that weird? Should I stop doing that? It takes a whole lot of time. Does anybody care that I'm doing that? So if I'm wasting my time, I don't want to do that. So please do let me know. You know. I don't know. I mean, I hope people appreciate it, but I don't know, right? That was good for those ASMR people out there, wasn't it? The crinkly, like, this whole thing. Right? Don't people just watch hours on end of just stuff like that? What else? Tell me what else they do. Maybe I'll start an ASMR channel. People always say my voice puts them to sleep. It might be a really good field for me. And like, or they're always tapping on something, right? Tell me what else they do in those videos. I want to do them. I'm serious. I'm going to make an ASMR video tonight. It's going to happen. Yeah, they sleep to it, right? Yeah. I just know it's like a lot of just different random sounds, but I've never really watched like a full video, so I'm sure there's plenty I don't know. That does the ASMR videos? Oh, really? It did? The stones going in the candle? Okay, that's one. That's one. Cool. Thanks. Thank you. Appreciate that. honeycombs. What do you do with a honeycomb? Oh, whispering. You're right. Whispering's a thing. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Whispering. Whispering. Crystals going in the candles. Okay. Crunching plastic. Tapping things. What else? Peels a honeycomb? I clearly know nothing about a honeycomb. All right. What am I doing? Let's do this one first. I said this one. I didn't even know you could peel a honeycomb. Like, I have no idea. I've never touched a honeycomb. How do you peel a honeycomb? I don't get it. Then again, like I said, that's probably just me because I've never, like, in person, like, seen a honeycomb or touched one. Yeah, I like the binaurals that are like you still get the binaural like sound frequency healing, but it also has the sound of rain on them too. I like those. Does everybody sleep to something? Or do some of you like to sleep in silent? Don't like anything on? These are really pretty. You're not going to be able to see them. Never mind. I don't know why I'm trying. The only reason I say that is because there's no normal lighting in the Babe Cave. Like, everything's like those, you know, light bulbs that you change the hues and stuff like that. So, yeah, go figure. So everything has like a weird tint to it, but these are like the prettiest blue. I wish you could see, but you're not going to be able to. It's Amazonite, which is such a pretty stone. And this bag full of these like beautiful light Caribbean blue little crystal chips is just making me super happy at the moment. Sometimes it's the little things, y'all. You know. No. No. Hershey Kisses. I have a chocolate obsession. Dark chocolate specifically, but I mean, there's really not much chocolate I would ever say no to. Let's be real. True story. So I'm a vendor for Lunar Fair this year, which is like a traveling, huge like fair thing that happens during the new moon and the full moon. Like twice a month, there's a Lunar Fair, and this year, the first Lunar Fair of the season is on Beltane, you know, which is one of our Sabbats, right? Which is holiday. So it's very Earth vibes, you know, that holiday. It's the one where we do like the maypole and all that. So I'm trying to think of like my outfit that's like super earthy, because that's not really my jam at all. You know, like what I'm gonna wear, and of course I want to be super over the top because it's my first one. And that's just my personality anyway. I'm sure you guys are already aware of that, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna wear yet. I gotta figure it out. Gotta have some glitter. Yeah. Good night, Mom. Love and light to you too, Anna. What are you up to, Anna? How you been? Just chilling? Doing anything fun this weekend? Clearly I'm making candles tonight. Well, technically I made the candles already. I am making them spell candles now. She is witchy too. Oh my God, it's midnight. I have to be like an hour away by 9 a.m. And for anybody that knows me, that's a big deal. Big deal. Oh, that's awesome. I totally want to see your resin art. If you make it, let me see. You know, share it with us if you want to. Yeah. On the community page or something. I would love to see it. I wish I could do that. You can make so much cool shit with resin. I would make like little sphere holders and like candle holders for my spell candles. The small ones, obviously, not these big guys. I'm a widow. Ugh, bummer. There's great binaural frequencies on here that will help with that. Like you can use the ones that help with like neurological brain like waves, like brain firing and you know signals. But you can also use the ones that are for like pain relief and motivation, like to help you get up and go. You know what I mean? Yeah, definitely check them out. Just search for them on YouTube, and there's so many good ones out there. Always pick the one that has the most views though, because some of them are BS. Some, you know, people who like know like sound frequencies. Like I always go into the description if I want to see the actual hertz listed. If it's not, I'm like, I don't know if I believe you. You know what I mean? But I'm also super skeptical because there's been some things, you know, the world's taught me. Healing lasts a lifetime. That's all I'm saying. Oh, no worries. It happens all the time. And you know what I've been finding happens a lot too? People will tell me like, I had no idea you were going live or that you posted a video or whatever. And I used to always think it was like YouTube and like they're like ish, which half the time I still think it is, but anyway. Then I was like, do you have notifications turned on your phone to allow YouTube to notify you? And they were like, oh no, I don't. So sometimes it's just that you have to like allow notifications to come through too. Do I believe in love after love? It just gave me major share vibes. Major share vibes. They turned them off. Yeah, see, I don't know what the deal is with that. That makes me mad. That makes me mad because, you know, we're all out here just like trying to scrape by. And let me tell you, getting to those 4,000 hours of views takes a really long time and a lot of videos. Not that it's all about that. I mean, I do this because I do it, because it's what I'm meant to do and Spirit wants me to. But I also, you know, raised 3 babies alone, so finances are a thing. We all have to make money in this world. Yeah, right? Yeah, no, they do. YouTube definitely drops the ball. I agree. I agree. You ain't lying. What color haven't I done yet? Oh, I can do a red. Is that red or orange? God damn, this lighting. That's orange, right? Right? Orange. It's way darker in here than it looks on camera. Do you guys know which candles to use for what kind of magic? Do you want me to teach you about it? No, I don't drink blood. Yeah, I agree. I think it's orange. Did you ask me for my Gmail? Who asks for an email address? You'd love to learn? Cool. So orange is good for any kind of sacral chakra work because it's the color of your sacral chakra, which is like 2 inches below your belly button. And it's deeply really like rooted in things like your creativity, like it's your creative center. So if you're like an artist and you're finding yourself, you know, not able, like in the energy or being able to create, or like a writer that has writer's block, a lot of times it could be a sacral chakra blockage. It's also related to like our sexuality and you know, how we approach it. So if you are someone who was like raised to think that that's something you should be ashamed of or shameful, or had sexual abuse or trauma in your history, in your past at all, those kinds of things will sink and set into the sacral chakra and cause blockages too. But it is also a great candle color for abundance and like success, especially in like business ventures, you know, like I'm an entrepreneur. So orange is a great candle for me for business success and, you know, just to bring abundance and happiness into your life. Orange essential oil is like the best one for depression, sweet orange or blood orange, any of those. So it ties into that kind of happiness, abundant sun energy vibe, you know. Oh, you should definitely be doing cord cuttings. Yeah, my cord cutting video is on my channel. It's a good one. I highly recommend, because there's something that all the other ones do that could cause energy to be left behind. And that doesn't happen in my cord cutting. So check it out for sure. But yeah, you should honestly, like every so often, you just need to do it. Even if you haven't like had a breakup or like been messing with anybody or whatever, you just need to call your energy back sometimes. Yeah, right? See, there's always a reason. I agree. I don't never believe in coincidence. So white is good for drawing in. Black is good for anything you want to banish or remove from your life. White can also replace any candle color. So if you don't have the color you need, you can always use white and just set the intention that it's the color you wanted. Red is for like passion, lust, things like that. Pink is for love. Green is for money, magic, but also heart chakra. Red is root chakra. Blue, darker blue, can be your throat chakra, which is your authenticity, your ability to say what you mean and have your voice be heard. And yeah, that's pretty much what I use that darker blue for. Lighter blue I like to use for like archangel protection candles, but blues in general are the color of healing. So if you're trying to do healing or you're doing like a healing spell or something, blue is the color to use. And then purple I use for the crown chakra, and there's like a color that's in between like blue and purple that I use for third eye, like any kind of divination work, like opening up your psychic abilities and stuff like that, you know. No, I'm not a demon. No, I don't use Ouija boards. No, I would never do that. And you shouldn't either. I think there's a candle. Yeah, I think I did a live candle magic on here, and it's still on my channel. That'll have all of this in there. That's good. You're exactly where you should be. This is the time. The energy is supporting that right now. Even my gifts have changed, and some of them have gotten a lot stronger. And I've, you know, known I was psychic since I was 6, at least. It's wild. Yeah, it should be on their candle magic. What else? What colors didn't I cover? Did I do them all? Yellow is your solar plexus chakra, which is a big one. It's like 2 inches above your belly button. The solar plexus can be a place where we hold a lot of really deep traumas, sometimes even like ancestral, you know, from past lives or stuff like that. It's pretty intense. And but yellow is very happy, right? It's like sun energy, so it can also be used in abundance, magic, or success in business too, just like orange can. And what else? I said black is for banishing, right? So I use black for full moon candles. I use white for new moon candles because I don't know why all of a sudden. Did you guys just hear that? I had my, I don't have TV, but I have a TV that only has YouTube on it because I don't watch TV. So I can listen to music all the time. I'm a musician. I love music. I always have music on. But I turned it off so that I wanted to be sure y'all could hear me and it wasn't going to be distracting, and it just turned on by itself. Did you all just hear that? Wild, right? Like I picked up the remote to turn it down. I'm like, what's happening? Oh, really? The house I grew up in as a kid was haunted. But that, believe it or not, is not the first ghost I saw. It was actually my great-grandmother's the first ghost I saw. That I can remember anyway. And like, you know, my parents like came, you know, in the room and they were like, why are you screaming? And I was like, because great-grandma's standing in front of me and I just saw her in a box at a funeral home. I have questions. And the house I grew up in was old. It was like the oldest house in the town I grew up in, like probably like mid 1700s it was built. Really old. It was beautiful though, like tiny, but everything was like, you know, crown molding and like those like aluminum stamped ceiling tiles, and it was very pretty. It was cool and had like all this like charm and uniqueness about it that I really liked. But there was a little boy, like Puritan kind of era, that haunted that house, and I guess his parents, when he was bad, they used to make him stay in like one of those the fireplaces, which would have really been like your kitchen hearth at the time, you know. And he was like soot covered in his white, you know, flouncy blousey shirt, and we only had one bathroom in the house, and it was downstairs. And my brother and I, we got to the point where he's 2 years older than me, but we were only a year apart in school. We were very close. But we got to the point where neither one of us would go downstairs and go to the bathroom alone at night when we were kids. So we would wake up the other one because when you were coming back up the hallway to like get up the stairs, he used to jump off the like big entertainment center we had back then. You know, back in the day, we always had those big, huge things that held our TVs and all, right? He would jump down off of it and chase us up the steps, and we'd be like, fuck, run, like bugging out and scared. So after that, we just decided to go. We always went together. Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. Nat da one. I hear that. You grew up in a haunted house too, Forrest? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and by the time I was older, I wasn't afraid of him anymore, and that so much other crap was coming at me then that there was, you know, that seemed like absolutely nothing compared to that. You know, when I started seeing the dead the way that they like died, you know, like if I drove past like a car accident or something and someone didn't make it, their faces would be burned off, like an eyeball hanging out, broken bones, like bloodied. That was bad. That was, those were the days it got scary. Got you. Yeah, if you have a house that has a lot of negative energy either currently residing in it or something very negative happened there, it's very difficult to clear. If like a house that like a murder happened in or something, doesn't mean you can't clear it, but you can. And you have to maintain that like high vibe because it can sort of seep back up through the earth essentially. It's crazy, but it can be very difficult to clear. And normally those kinds of vibrations will draw in spirit activity, and obviously not the good kind of spirit. You know, they're more attracted to the darker side and negative energy. Sleep paralysis happens when you are astral traveling. Your body leaves, your soul leaves the body when you're sleeping at night, and you go to the other side and you have a little meeting with your guides, like how we doing, where we at, do we need to tweak anything? You know, it's like water cooler shit. Or sometimes you're just journeying someplace else, wherever it is you wanted to go that night or needed to go if you were, you know, on a mission. And what happens is you wake up or you start to come back into consciousness before your soul has fully gotten back into your body. And it causes that paralysis. And it's terrifying. Like, don't get me wrong, it is so terrifying. It used to happen to me all the time. But it's honestly hasn't happened in a really long time. And I think it's just because I figured it out. But if that happens to you, all you have to do is like take over your consciousness, because I know your immediate instinct is like freak out, right? It's like panic mode, you know, because it's utterly terrifying, you know? But the best thing you can do is to be calm and just take a deep breath, because the moment you relax, it'll just be over. You'll reconnect and it'll lock into place and it'll be over. But if you panic, it will prolong how much time you get stuck, you know, in that, and it's so scary. It's so scary. Yeah. Yeah, you go through different portals, or like I said, you're going over to like what we call the bridge in between, you know, the two worlds, and you have little meetings with your guides and angels to, you know, see where you're at, if you need to tweak things, how you doing, what do you need? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's why. Yeah. Well, I mean, just because it's like a vivid dream does not necessarily... What color candle do y'all want? Do you want healing? Do you want money? Do you want manifestation? I need to burn another one because mine burned out. So, and I never do any kind of magic without that, because it's the fire element. So I've got white, yellow, orange, green, blue. And I'm sure I have a bunch of purple somewhere, because purple's my most used candle color, because it's the color for divination and psychism. Orange? Okay, got it. Oh, because it's like, all right, I get it. Maybe you're trying to either like gain, you know, control over it because it's like so terrifying and such a crazy, like, you know, experience, or I don't know, something like that. Yeah, you guys can ask me anything you want. It's a good time to do it since I'm not actually doing a reading at this moment. Normally I can't answer you guys because I'm channeling. We never get to just talk, but yeah, you can totally ask me anything. Not just about that. I mean, if you want to know anything about me or what it's like growing up with these abilities, or what it was like, or about magic, about spiritual shit, whatever. All right, orange candle lit. I gotta finish this abundance candle, but I have to get up because I need to get holy basil or bay leaf, because that's what we use in abundance candles. Same places but different dreams, but like different experiences throughout them. That's cool. I was born a medium, as far as we know. But again, I was at least 6 years old, but pretty sure I was born that way. You were in a vault? And you were dead? I can't imagine why they put you in a vault. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Or ask my guides or something. Wow. Usually, I mean, everybody has the ability to tap into intuition and use it to some extent. Now my TV just turned back off again, and it's on the screen that's like sign into YouTube. My YouTube's always signed in. Always. Because it's the only thing I have. Like, I don't watch anything else. Like, there's only YouTube on this TV. It's interesting. I don't know what's happening. Yeah. Well, yeah. On the other side, we're all like 30, and you are happy. Like, my husband was sick for years before he passed, like 4 years. And, you know, he had a lot of suffering. He had a lot of pain, a lot of all kinds of things going on in his body, you know, tons of different symptoms and stuff, you know. And all of that leaves you, you know, when you cross over. So they feel amazing. They're instantly out of pain. They're no longer sick, all the things, you know. Thank you. Thank you. But yeah, I'm like that too, Anna. I get it. every freaking electronic anything, I break them constantly, and it's really frustrating as a business owner because like I need to print shit all the time. And I bought this like really good like fancy printer, and but like the kind of ink where you don't have to replace cartridges and all that stuff because I was going through them so fast, and it doesn't matter. I mean, it never ever works. If I'm the one touching print, forget it. I think it's partially my like abilities and partially because I'm a Reiki master teacher. So it's always like an energy exchange. And electronics are like, yeah, get out of here with that shit. You're messing with our shit. If it's Mercury retrograde like it is right now, double. Forget it. I'm gonna screw up everything I touch. Awful. Awful. I broke a $5,000 server at one of my jobs. I don't know how. Oh, it just blew up and it had to get replaced. And it was sat like right under my desk. A server for a whole entire chain of spas, actually. True story. But it forced them into going a little more modern and upgrading to a different kind of system, you know, like cloud-based. So maybe it was just time for them to change. It's not my fault. It's probably my fault. Yeah, right. It is crazy. Oh, I make street lights go out too. Whenever I drive past them or walk past them, the street lights will go out. Or go on if they were out. I was the boss, and you know, my staff liked me because I was a really fair, very fair, compassionate, you know, understanding boss. But and I was also one of them. I started out as one of them, so like, you know, we were tight. But it was a running joke around the place for sure, like for sure. And my boss was super cool, like the owner of all of the things I oversaw, and started sending all of the packages to my office under the name Spa Witch. Like instead of Dani, you know, they would be addressed to the Spa Witch. And I thought that was great. Like anytime I had to sign for a package, I'd be like, yes, that's me, I'm Spa Witch. I mean, I'm not ashamed of who I am, right? Or what I am. I've been a witch my entire life. Was born into a very witchy ancestral line, so I thought it was cool. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You're still awakening. There'll be a lot more to come. And this is a time and an era, like I said, where spiritual gifts, psychism, intuition, stuff like that is really increasing in everybody. And those people who did not even know that they had these gifts throughout their awakening right now will find them. So there's things you can do to keep them sort of working optimally, right? Or certain things that you can do to like continue to develop and grow it too. One of the biggest things is just to keep your vibe high. You know, keep your vibration high. Don't stoop down to lower vibration level, you know, behavior like gossiping, trying to hurt people, lying, like, you know, anything that would bring karma into your life, violence, you know, fighting with people, that kind of shit that lowers your vibration. But just to be grounding, spend time in nature, doing spiritual work, meditating almost every day, if not every day, like all the things that you can do to keep your vibe high, your vibration high will support your spiritual gifts and your intuition and, you know, divination abilities and stuff it'll keep them from, or make them keep growing, I should say. Yeah, removing negative energies is a big thing. I'm so insanely sensitive now that I will get physically sick if I'm around certain people with a certain energy. I physically will get sick and I'll be wiped out for a long time afterwards. So I can't, I just cannot. I have to protect my energy because I have a job to do here, you know? Yeah, stomach gets sick. Sometimes I feel like my Head is like in between a vice and someone's like literally squeezing my brain, like all kinds of shit. I get super tired, lethargic, you know. So I just have to make sure that I keep a distance from people like that, and I don't engage in drama at all. I will walk away. I will just walk away. People don't get a reaction out of me. I'm not gonna flip out, like, you know, whatever. Because that's me giving you my power, and that's not gonna happen. That is not gonna happen. No one's getting my power. I mean, an empath cannot always be high vibe unless they're doing, you know, constant work to keep their vibration high and cleansing like their entire energy field every single day, and, you know, all those things. It's almost a full-time job when you're super sensitive. But I do it as much as I can, as best I can. I mean, laughter is a friggin' rad remedy. Like, it really does raise your vibe and keep your vibe high. Like, it's my favorite quality in humans. I always tell everybody that. Like, the one thing everyone in my life that I'm super close to possesses is like an incredible ability to make me laugh and an awesome sense of humor. It's like the most important quality in a human to me. But music and dancing are both really good too at raising your vibration or helping you cleanse like energy or shake off energy. I love both. I'm a musician. I was a professional dancer most of my life, and they make me happy. But they work for everybody. They do. All right, I had to get different herbs for this candle. I never got up to do that because I'm so weird today, and I'm just like, meh. Yeah, I get it. I love it. I love it. Oh, shoot, really? I had a pretty bad injury like that actually ended my ballet career because I couldn't go on point, like, professionally anymore, or, like, to that level. But I just transitioned into different types of dance after that and kept going. I still do. I still dance. And I'm not young. I wish I could spell that. I mean, there's spells you can do to like keep a youthful appearance or feel young, but I can't actually spell age change, which is a bummer. That's cool. I danced with American Repertory Ballet Company. It was great. Coppelia was my favorite ballet. So good. Lots of mazurkas. But I was also a rave dancer, which was super fun. Glow sticks and hula hoops and fire and shit. Yeah, well, aging, first of all, is easier for men. For certain, because you're allowed to. Women are not. Oh, wow, that's cool. That's amazing. We had a costume mistress, is what we called them in, like, you know, the ballet company, that would, you know, maintain all of them and make them, but like some of them would be so old, and like 100 other prima ballerinas like had been in there before you, and they were so gross. So gross. And if you didn't fit in the costume, you didn't get the part. And they were all this big. But I loved it. I love music. Love music. My dad's a musician. He's a drummer. Yeah. Like the Nutcracker or like Swan Lake, like, you know, the ones that were always happening that they were doing every year. Those costumes were funky. So gross. Yeah. Yep. Older women are all those things, as long as they're not like super wrinkly with fried chicken skin, or nobody cares about them and thinks that they're just like old witch hags. It's just the truth of society. Music is very healing. I can't even remember the last time I drank wine. It's so odd that I am. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. Yeah, backstage is a good time. Although when you're in a big production and you're in like multiple numbers, you usually have to get changed on the side of the stage, like in the wings, and you have like 30 seconds to like change your outfit. Sometimes you'd have to change your hair, your tights. Like you'd wear like 3 layers of them so you could rip one off really fast and have the other color already on underneath. It was so much work. You had to have somebody back there like helping you and stuff, of course. But it was cool. You know, it was fun. I'm just talking societally, Orist. You know what I mean. And you know it's true. Yeah, like in theater. Yeah. I had to do that in theater too, now that you mention it. Yeah. Quick changes. You didn't have time to get back to a dressing room, you know? Somebody be ripping your hairpiece out. Somebody else is like pulling your tutu off. And you're just like, what's happening? You know? But I wouldn't change it for the world. I loved being a dancer. Still love it. Still love dancing. I do. I still can't believe that this is just like the sign-in page, like of YouTube. Like it's never done that before. Like 5.5 years I've been living here with nothing on but this TV and YouTube. It's weird. Actually, I think I just bought this TV like 2 years ago. Yeah, I still do. I do ballroom, Latin ballroom still. It's cool. I gotta do something, you know what I mean? Or I would go crazy. And if I go more than like a month without like going out to dance, I notice that I like start to become a major asshole. Like I get like, I'm an asshole, a little cunty, not gonna lie. And then I'm like, it's time, bitch. You didn't go dancing this month and now you're being an asshole. You better go. But if I keep up with it, I never get to asshole status. So I try to keep up with it as much as I can. But you know, I'm also single, so it's like, I can't just, I'm not going out dancing alone. Especially not now, because I've become a weirdo magnet. Not y'all, of course. Y'all are my family, but you know what I mean. Let's play that. Okay, let's see what happens now. I just put a song on, and I'm just curious to see how this is gonna behave. Autoimmune disease is like the hardest thing to diagnose. And most people, it takes years and years and years before they'll ever be diagnosed or given like a real, you know, answer, and go through a ton of testing and stuff like that before you'll find your answer. And, you know, it's difficult. The testing needs to get better and our understanding of it needs to get better, but and with fibro too, it's like that's an umbrella, like, you know, that's a big blanket diagnosis, because anything that they don't know falls under a fibro diagnosis, which I don't always think is very fair. You know what I mean? Because, you know, what one person has in their symptoms and what will help them is not going to be the same thing as someone else. And like, it's why like I'm not even a fan of like an actual diagnosis, except for the way that shit's run today. You have to have one in order to get any level of help, you know, like you have no choice. But when we like put people in boxes and do these things, you know, we lose the ability to treat the whole human and just this human. And, you know, energetically like scanning them, like that has to happen. Like that should be the first thing that happens, right? Like, where are the blockages? Not only because we need to release them and you'll feel better, but also it helps us, you know, narrow down a part of the body that whatever is medically or physically wrong with you, we can dial into it now, right? Like, if your sacral chakra is blocked, I would expect you to have like lower intestinal issues and, you know, stuff like that. If your throat chakra is blocked, a lot of times it comes out as like thyroid or nodules on vocal cords and like chronic strep throat, like stuff like that. You know, like why are we not doing this? But it's starting to happen. I actually did, back in 2008 too, which was a good long while ago, I did my Reiki master teacher like hours in a hospital in the on the oncology floor. So I started my career doing that, and it was cool. You know, sometimes, unfortunately, I was just helping people stay calm and ease some of their pain because they were inevitably, you know, terminal and going to cross over. And other times, you know, it was a big help. Good. I'm glad that you have one. Definitely keep doing Reiki. Oh, scleroderma's rough. I'm so glad it's in remission. Yeah, I'm very glad that it's in remission. That's a tough one. I mean, not that lupus is fun, but scleroderma is really tough. So I'm glad. Yeah, always keep your energy like clear, or get energy checkups done and see a Reiki master or something, you know, because we don't understand how much of our physical symptoms are related to energy. You know, I'm at the point where I'm willing to say almost all of it, you know. I mean, obviously, like a broken leg with a bone sticking through your skin, like, I can't heal that. But that's a trauma, you know what I mean? A trauma injury, it's different. You know what I mean? Yeah, stress, anxiety, depression, the state of the world right now. The world is a really scary place. There's a lot going on. The weather's gonna keep being insane and get worse, but it's all part of this ascension transition that we're all going through. So physically, we're all gonna be hit with some things right now. There ain't no way around it. It's part of ascension. So it's for our highest good. Eventually, we'll be grateful that it happened. Eventually, maybe not immediately. Yeah, it's all going cray-cray. I knew this month was going to be something for sure. Like when I did my 2025 predictions, April, July, and November stuck out big time. We just got to keep the vibe high. You know what I mean? We can have an effect on all of it. The more of us that are in the energy of ascension, high vibration, 5D consciousness, the better the transition will be, and the easier it'll be, and the less volatile and violent, and it'll be shorter. You know what I'm saying? And those that identify as light workers, you got to be sending the light out to the ley lines of Earth every day now, okay? Every day. As I'm talking about the crazy weather, lightning. It says control your anger or you will be sorry, because we are in very fiery Aries energy right now. Neptune is in Aries, which is not a normal natural placement for Neptune. It only happens once every 165 years. Neptune is Pisces ruler. They're very comfy, cozy together, and it just left Pisces after, 14 years to move into fiery Aries. So there's positives to it, don't get me wrong, but, astrologically, energetically, there's already a very sort of volatile, spark-filled energy going on. Aries is ruled by Mars, which is the planet of war. And then we have this whole Saturn sextile trine Mars thing happening that started today and won't be with us for a while. Yeah. Frying pan just came, trouble. Lightning, trouble. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. Oh, holla, we'll take that. Disappointment in a friend or a lover. And temptation will test you. Hearing being tempted by, the lower vibrations, not to continue to raise the vibe because they don't want us to separate, and that's what's gonna happen. Thank you. I started studying all of this when I was 9 years old, literally. I still have the notebooks. I wrote them because the information in them is still very valid and useful to this day. But I also have the upper hand here, the advantage of having the relationship I do with the angels, because they've taught me a lot, you know. And I can, my higher self can access the Akashic records, so now I have like full universal knowledge. So I can find these things out, but that's the only reason why. Claw, be careful and do not take risk. Bird, perched. Waiting for news, a package, or a letter. Waiting for news. What am I vibing off of that? Hang on. Hearing that more as like downloads, like related to your awakening and your spiritual journey, ascension. That's what I'm hearing. Not like a package, right, or a letter. It's bigger than that. It's more like a perspective change, or waiting to hear when we're like, you know, going into the next level, and what our, you know, jobs will be at that time and stuff, what we need to do. Are you waiting for news, like actual literal news? If you are, then this message is probably directly for you. I don't think I have any tarot cards over here, though. I gotta grab some. There's some behind me. I mean, they're all over the place. Like, I don't have to go far. Okay. Got ya. Isn't it funny? I can't help myself. I can't sit on a live and not do a reading. I literally can't help myself. Since you guys have like a normal time that you always like call each other. He's let you down. Okay. It says disappointment in a friend or lover, right? Family member. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah, I get it. All right, hang on, because I'm getting like a hell of a bunch of messages and I'm trying to separate them. I don't know how many people are on here right now, but I have a lot coming in, so I'm assuming there's different messages for a few different people. Hey. Oh, nice. All right, you have 12 or 32 comfrey, which is a type of herb, and it says completion, so something's closing out here. Calendula, card number 1 with purity, so that's very much a brand new beginning, right? Reishi, 27 with retreat, meaning it's time to sort of like renew right now, restore yourself, spend a little time in like hermit mode, resting, relaxing, restoring, right? 21 nettle, that's when it's time for action. So we're starting to shift back into that action energies. Like I said, it's Aries season. That's what Aries is all about. Forward move, like motion and action, going after what you want. 26, cordyceps with revival. It's like being born again, revival, right? I'm also seeing a snake on here. Shedding skin is a sign of transforming, a transformation happening. Sunflowers, which are abundant. They're related to Leo. Leo's ruled by the sun, so it's like abundance energy. And this completion feels like a gateway. It's the astrology on these cards. I think these cards have astrological signs on them usually. Oh yeah, they do. You just can't see them. Oh, no way. It actually has the Leo symbol on it. And this one, completion, is Saturn energy. Calendula is the sun. Ha! It is the sun. That's so funny. You probably can't see that, but you know what I'm saying. Wow, Cancer Sun and a Scorpio Moon. That's an interesting dichotomy, interesting placement. This is Mars and Venus energy, which is odd. This is Jupiter and Sun. Jupiter is the planet of good luck and good fortune, so we'll take that all day, right? And this is Jupiter, Mars, and Mercury, which is the planet of communication. It's currently in retrograde. So when Mercury gets out of retrograde, which is April 12th, hold on, download. Venus is currently retrograde as well, comes out April 7th. When they go direct, that's when it's time for action. That was a message for somebody. That was a message for somebody. You're in hermit mode right now. You might be spending a lot of time alone, in stillness or quiet reflection and contemplation, like all the things you're supposed to be doing to find your path, your journey, your lantern that lights up your next, pathway, which way you're going to go. You are meant to take inspired action as soon as those retrogrades end, which is April 12th. They'll both be in direct motion. And I believe that might be the same day as the full moon. April 12th, there's a Libra full moon, which is when we release whatever we have to release, the last bits of shit we're holding on to that's holding us back from being able to bring in the new that we want to draw into our lives. That was definitely a message for somebody. Okay. You should call him, and you should tell him that, and tell him that it disappoints you and it hurts you when he doesn't call you when he's supposed to, and you're feeling the distance in your relationship. Throat chakra, authenticity, say what you need to say. But Mercury is in retrograde. It's the planet of communication, so it's a time for us to have communication issues. It's sort of normal. Not that I'm saying that makes it okay. You still should tell him. All right, I'm gonna get a couple more messages for y'all, and then I'm gonna end this because I have to get up at the butt crack of dawn, and you all know I'm like the biggest night owl ever. And I never wake up before like 10 a.m., but I have to tomorrow. I have to be somewhere at 9. I gotta leave here at 8. Oh my God, that sounds so terrible. It's not like it's gonna be like warm and sunny. It's gonna be cold and shitty. Sorry, that was so whiny. So whiny. Okay, yeah, you need to open that throat chakra. Go put a throat chakra binaural on after this. Okay, or a throat chakra solfeggio frequency, right? To open up that throat chakra. Actually, there's a throat chakra Reiki and opening video on my channel, so that you're all ready to go say what you need to say, okay? Any other messages, Spirit, before I say goodbye? Anything else you want to leave for the collective? Or anybody watching? Marriage could also just be a partnership. Doesn't have to be like an actual marriage, like between two like lovers. It could be business. Anything else, Spirit? Rainbow, which is the most difficult part of a situation, is over. And we have diamond, so maybe this is love. You'll be receiving or giving a precious gift. You're welcome, sweetheart. I'm sending so much love and light to you. Always here. I can't wait to see your rising creations. We've got love and good fortune here, y'all. Somebody's got a soulmate coming in. I mean, Venus is in retrograde, so you may have a past soulmate coming back around. But at least it's only retrograde for another 2 days. Thank God. Day 1 of Venus retrograde, my ex was on my flight to Florida, 1 row ahead of me. And I was like, it's day 1, Spirit. What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Yay, bestie. Love that. Yeah, no, I swear to God. First day of Venus retrograde, he was on my plane 1 row away from me. It's fine. I mean, we're friends. He's great, but we ended up seeing each other again while we were both in Florida. But butterfly, a change for the better. We have fair man, dealings or relationships with a man with blonde, gray, or white hair. Sounds like my ex. And we have door, opportunities are waiting for you. As soon as those planets go direct, inspired action, okay? That door that the key hasn't been working for you is gonna finally open for you. Promise. All right, my loves, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. And like, I was boring. I didn't do anything cool or like give y'all like a proper reading, but I'm glad you hung out with me while I made candles. I appreciate it. Now I have to go pack all this shit up and everything else I have to bring with me to this event tomorrow and try to actually sleep for a couple of hours because I don't do mornings. And I'm gonna have to, which is a bummer. Love and light, you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all so much for your likes, shares, subscribes, all your support of me. Like, means the world. I'm super grateful. Thank you guys so much. And I'll see you soon. All right? Good. Thank you. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Always here for y'all. Good night, guys. Love you.